Okay, so this is the video for the other system that I have for sale. On the pictures, you'll see this controller. As I was testing out the computer, because I haven't really ever used this controller, I was using another controller. I found out this controller wasn't working. And this is the only system that doesn't have a paired controller, and I ran out of controllers because I only bought 6 controllers for 6 systems. So it's kind of a bummer this one stopped working. However, I do have a PS5 controller, way better, and I have already set it for it, programmed it to work on this computer, and it has a lot more weight. It's just a better controller overall, so I'll be including this PS5 controller with the system. And let's go to system settings, information, and here you'll see this Ryzen 7 7700, 8-core processor, 8 cores, 16 threads, max CPU frequency of 5.4. That's crazy. This does have AVX512 support, which will be perfect for emulation. Temperature 54 degrees Celsius, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, 1920 by 1080, RX 5700 XT. Alright, so we're going to start with God of War 3. And now this system will outperform all the other systems I have for sale. It is by far way better than all those. It is better than a PS3 by almost, I don't know how many times the performance, but maybe approaching twice the performance of a PS3. This game usually runs at 30 FPS, so we're going to be running at 60. So right now when we're in the menu, it's going to skip around because we're running at 60. It should be running at 30. It does speed up the game because of it. So we're going to go to new game. Go to easy. If you want to play normally, just drop it to 30 FPS. It'll slow it down. Right now we're a little sped up, but the system can run at 60 FPS. Especially for this game, it's crazy. This game is really heavy. And even for today, it looks amazing. And on the Ryzen 5 5600, for once in a while, we would have a dip to the 50s and 40s. Not that often, though. As you can see now, we're getting pretty locked at 60. We had a dip to 50, but that was because we were changing scenes really quick. And that I blame the hard drive more than I blame the processor for that. Alright, so okay, we're staying locked at 60. It's incredible. And we can upscale the system up to 4K if you wanted to. It might slow down a little bit, but it should still be able to do it. You'll get over 30 frames for sure, even at 4K. Oh, this game just looks amazing. And I'm enjoying this a whole lot more because I'm playing it on this, with this processor, which just running everything at full speed. But as you can tell, it's running it well. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to hit start and select at the same time. And then we're going to go to The Last of Us. So the Ryzen 5 5600, if you watch the video, it was running the main scene where the flowers are at, where all the grass is at. Very intense scene. It was running it at around like mid-20s FPS. It was very playable. Um, and just the PS3 usually runs it at around that frame rate. So it was running at a PS3 rate of speed. Oh, this one should be doing a lot better. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. I'm just posting on the computers today. And I don't know if you noticed, compared to the Xeons, this game loaded up really, really fast. It is just way faster. So here we're getting the mid-20s, now we're getting 30s, which is what the PS3 could do. But the PS3 wouldn't even render those scenes at 30. It would render them like at 20. The PS3 couldn't play this that well. It would be at a much lower quality. The quality is actually pretty high on here. 34, 36. It's crazy. This is very playable. Oh, why'd I drop it? It's kind of cool. I mean, you got like no hiccups really. You're gonna notice some graphical errors from time to time. That's just every game has it. Look at the other systems, you'll see it too. Now we're like stuck at 60. Like this game is just gonna run perfect from now because we're indoors. It might run a little, we saw it dip to the 40s, but that's still incredible. This is running really smooth on here. You could always lock it at 30 or 40 or some other FPS. I just leave it at 60 so it can stretch his legs. I would not go higher than 60. RPCS3 doesn't really like it. Some games will like it, but most games won't. It'll just speed up the game. And we're just gonna run through here. No flashlight needed. We can turn it on, but we're not going to. And you get the idea. I'm already lost. So, you get out of here. And then we're going to go to Red Dead Redemption. Another really hard game to play. Now with this one on the Ryzen 5 5600, when you face the house where your checkpoint is, where you have to go, we have a massive slowdown. And the Ryzen 5 was, I think it was playing it in the mid to low 20s. So we're gonna see how this processor does. It's gonna do a lot better for sure, but we'll see how much better. When it froze for a second, it was just turning on the HDD and getting all the information. So it's normal. It's normal behavior. Don't get startled by it. It'll do it from time to time. Mostly like when you're first starting a game or when you're moving into a new section of the game. But it's normal behavior. I would put an SSD in here, but paying for 4 terabytes for an SSD would probably be like $400. It wouldn't be worth it. HDDs are fast enough. It really mostly needs the CPU to be fast. And look, we're facing where we need to go, and we're getting 38 frames, 39 frames, 40 frames. We were getting like in the 20s when we were facing out here last time. It's crazy. So when we face away, we're gonna probably get like 50, yeah, 50, 56. It's crazy. 60, 52. We're doing really good now. Now when we face the house, where the slowdown happens, 39, 40. I don't even notice the slowdown. It's non-existent. Oh my god. Look at that. That is crazy. That is insane. Watch the video watch the other videos. You'll notice the slowdowns. The 5600 does a really good job of like handling it. But this processor just, oh my goodness. There is no slowdown. I mean, there is, but you cannot tell. This is still way better than the PS3. Jesus, that's incredible. What do we want? Let's get our gun out. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna exit out of this game. So, as you can see, it'll play almost everything really well, and it loaded incredibly fast. I was actually surprised at how quickly it loaded. You saw the i7 7700 took forever to load that game. It even froze once on me a while back when I was first loading it. This machine's just way fast. This one still runs a little slow even on this processor. It's not considered a playable game, I don't think. But it still plays it pretty good. We're like in the 30s to high 20s, so it still runs it really well. And all these games will run well. Space Marine has an issue. It can run, it just doesn't run well. But it doesn't have to do anything with the processor. It's something else. It's here in case you want to try to figure it out, but you can play it. I just don't bother. I wouldn't bother too much with this one. You can try it though. Everything else is gonna run perfect. This processor is really meant to just give you great performance, awesome performance with PS3. The only games that won't work are the ones that are broken, which is like Space Marine. It's broken on Linux. Doesn't really work that well. I mean, this processor you can still play it. It just won't work that well. And this one is broken as well on Linux. But everything else pretty much runs perfect. All these games are going to run 60. No question about it. Alright, so I mean, we can do other systems, but no need. We got Switch. We got 90 games. Wii U, we got 72. Wii, 48. 1400. 1900. 91. Well, that game is so fun. FIFA. It's so fun. GameCube. I love playing that when I have people over. It is a really fun game. Game Boy Color, N64, Virtual Boy, 783, let's see, 321 for N64, 91 for GameCube, 101 for Xbox. Where's Dreamcast? Let's find Dreamcast really quick. There it is. 225, 331, 139, 386, 1100. Let's go to PS1, PS2 416, PS1 403, PS3 789, and PS3 138. So a very good collection. All games 53,841. Alright, so now we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna quit. We're gonna shut down the system, and then I'm gonna show you Windows, because it's great that it's a gaming machine, but it can do so much more. Alright, so we're gonna turn it back on, and we're gonna hold on to the delete button. I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm holding on to it right now. And there we go. So here we go. We got a Ryzen 7 7700 8-core, our DDR5 4800 at dual channel 16 gigabytes. We're not gonna mess around. We might be able to get an overclock on the RAM. I'm not gonna try it. I don't want to send you an unstable machine. We could do some overclocking. We're not going to though. I don't think we need to. We can do precision boost override. We can enable it, but we'll just leave it. And here on the boot, you can see boot option 1 is Batocero. You can make it Windows. All you do is hit enter, and then you can select Windows Boot Manager. But I want it to load into Batocero when you first get it, so we're gonna leave it. You can change it, and then the behavior will be every time you turn it on, it'll go to whatever you select here. I'm gonna leave it as Batocero. If you want to go one time into, let's say you wanted to keep going into Batocero like I have it set up, and then you want to go into Windows because you want to use it for some reason, then you go all the way to exit, and you'll see it down here, boot override. And you just go down and select Windows and select enter. Save configuration, we'll just hit no. And let me discard changes before I move on. Okay, now we can go to Windows Boot Manager. And then we will go straight to Windows. We do have a performance monitor right here. It'll give us a track of all our cores and all our threads, and it'll ramp up when it's working. It's a good system to have. It'll tell you when stuff is running in the background. So like if Windows Update is going and you're wondering why your computer's going slow, just look over here. If you see it ramping up, it's probably Windows Update. And right now we're starting up, so it's ramping up to start everything. Alright, I'm going to controller delete. Check out our performance here. So Ryzen 7 7700 8-core. Base speed of 3.8, but it can boost all the way up to 5.3, I think it said. Memory, 16 gigabytes of DDR5. You got an NVMe SSD at 500 gigabytes. It says right there NVMe and then SSD. We have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi 6E, and we have Bluetooth 5.3, I think. And here we have the AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT. This is the Asus version. I did perform the fix for the temperatures. I had to change the screws at the top. So that's already been performed on this card, so you don't have to do it. Okay, and let's see. I wonder if I activated this one. I think I did. Yes, so Windows is active. There's only one machine I forgot to do it on. I gotta do it today. Alright, so this is the machine, and you have Bing wallpaper. I kind of like it because it gives you a new background every day. I like that background. Gives you a new background every day, so I just kind of leave it on. You can disable it if you want. And as you can see, we had all that startup behavior here, and now it's slowing down. Very good system, very snappy system. Everything works right. I hate that Bing starts up. I can't stop it from doing that, even though I tell it not to start Bing. It freaking goes to Bing. Hate that Windows does that, but you can't get around it, so just close it. I can't get rid of this AI mode. I wish I could. On the other hand, there are ad blockers, ad blocker for YouTube and ad blocker for other stuff. So let's say you go to YouTube And let's just watch 4K. Can't even do 1440. This is a 1080p monitor. But you notice there were no ads. No ads. How nice is that? So you don't even see the little things for the ads anywhere here. So you have these ad blockers. You can disable them if you want. You can go here and remove from Chrome if you want. I just put them on there because ads are annoying. So anyway, that's the computer. Let me know if you have any questions.